guys, welcome back. Hope you've been well. It is June 4th. We're on a Wednesday. I'm going to review 0-day SPY options I did today and yesterday. I missed yesterday, so I'm going to review those real quick. A couple of poor price action days. Yesterday, I deleted my lines already, but started charting, and basically we had made a cup. Got a handle here, and I got my first calls right here at 9:55. For the timing's all messed up because it was yesterday, unfortunately. So I can show you the thing, but it's showing it's 3 hours basically different. So 9:55 is actually 12:55. I got I sized down. I only got two, so I got two calls. That's right, just because it was early and I wasn't super stoked on the price action. And seeing how this was grinding down and it wasn't like a very serious head like this ended up being, should have been kind of a clue. Anyways, got two there, sold one at, let's see, I guess that'd be 10 o'clock even. So on this candle, I was just reducing risk. So on that candle, I sold one for a small loss from 49 cents to 45. And then I sold the last one, the second one, on this crazy candle. So this was my stop. I sold it right at the beginning because my stop was basically the bottom of this candle. So yeah, that one I sold the next one for a loss at 30 cents. So first trade's red, not good. I think after two red trades, I'm done. Usually I don't even get more than one trade, so charged them all with that. And then of course it proceeded to make a nice big inverse head on that one and grab that shoulder, and yeah, then it did its melt up all day. Just the ugliest. Won't even review it. I mean, it's fine if you're selling options or trading futures, but this was just such a slow grind. Lots of little entries in here. Trend days like this, you're not going to get a big pullback typically when it's just low volume grind. You kind of just buy dips, and I mean, I had it charted with all the lines basically. This was an inverse head. Another one was right here. And then you could have bought on the retrace here on the shoulder. That was like the best one as far as velocity goes. And then could have gotten the head and shoulders up here. I have a hard time with this call reversals on days like this, so I usually just try and stay out of it. I can't remember what I traded. Oh, well, I do actually have more trades on the small account. I thought I was just reviewing the big account, but I'm not. What did I say? 3 hours? 6? Yeah, so 301. Up here? Let's see. Yeah, 3 hours and 6. So 301 I bought 5 calls. Yeah, so I actually had a lot of buying power still, because at first I only did 2 contracts. And this one I ended up just getting caught in liquidity. Yeah, somewhere in here. Yeah, so it didn't really make a nice structure, but it did break my channel that of course you can't see now. Right up here. Did have a little inverse head, and I thought I'd grab that shoulder. Lo and behold, there was a larger wedge that I hadn't seen, and yeah, that one sucked because that late in the day, I mean, they decay super fast. I mean, it works both ways. So I bought 5, sold all 5 of those from 27 cents to 23 cents, sold them all the next minute. So I was like, dang it. And then I had a little bit of buying power left, and I had a third trade at 331. I was into calls, sold them out at 334 for a loss. So yeah, didn't follow the 2 red trade rule. Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, it ended up just grinding into the close. So got calls there. I can't remember where my lines were, but closed them out at probably right there. Yeah, on that candle. So a couple of failed trades. Yeah, they should have sucked. Today, I saw all my lines that you guys love so much. Yeah, and started with the magenta here, then tried this tapering green channel, and actually today I was using the 30-second in the morning to find the patterns algorithms. It's just a little easier to see earlier on, but yeah, you just gotta be you gotta be fast when it's 30-second one as far as charting it. So that's the first time I've done that, so I wasn't too confident in it, I guess. but I think it did actually work out. We charted these, charted those. Let's see, where did I do my first trade today? Only did one trade today. Did full port, and it was a red one. Pretty bad. Yeah, puts a 1017. Yeah, it was on this candle. It was actually really early on that candle. It was right when it broke that purple. I got in it. So the problem with this is, what I'm thinking now is there just wasn't much liquidity that was built down here that the market wanted to gravitate towards. So this is coming up to that. Of course, this is my resistance line. If it breaks that, you know, I'm bullish for maybe a cup completing. But then you're grabbing that liquidity also. Sorry, you can't see that there. At this point, though, it's like it's rejecting this liquidity here, finding resistance. It's also resisting this white line right here. So if it didn't start to chop, this would have been a nice looking head. Then it started to do this liquidity build right here, which is a bad sign. So reducing risk at that point would have been a good idea. Just starting to scale out a little bit, and then seeing that they're, I mean, you never know if this is enough liquidity or not, but yeah. Anyways, clear stop though at 1025. Yeah, right on that candle. So clear stop. Problem was I bought this here, sold it there. I've got 10 minutes or so of decay, and you know, I got it on red candle and sold on a green. When that for puts, it's no good. So that was a bad red trade. 42 cents to, or 62 cents to 49. So from yesterday's red and today's red, back down to 200. So yep. I guess today, I don't know, patience would have helped today, but today was just pretty an awful day to trade, really. Like, I actually traded the bigger account then, and yeah, I'm right on that account too. Proceeded to overtrade. I'm not going to reveal those trades. However, in the end of the day, I don't know, I'll put the percentage probably on the thumbnail. It was an actual good trade. Added up with the other ones though, it didn't make up for the red, unfortunately, but you're just patient for the trade that you're comfortable with, and you recognize, you know, that is the way. So made a little head and shoulders here, given it's in the middle of a wedge, as you can see, this blue and this white up here, but head and shoulders. And in the last 30 minutes, if it's doing a head and shoulders, I'm usually going to try and take it. So I did, let me see when I did these. I actually did it twice in there. These are on Fidelity, so it's hard to be very fast, especially end of day. It's like, it's kind of crazy. I'm not trading active trade, I'm just trading on the web. Let's see. So I got 5 for $1.45 at 333. So on this candle right here. And basically take profit is here, maybe sooner, given, because this is like 40 or 50%, just these two candles. Even though that's, let's see. Yeah, that's half a point, so that makes sense. Excuse me. Got 5 there at 145. Sold 1 for 320. My first one I sold for 320 on this candle itself. So that was my highest gainer. So 145 to 320. Sold the next one at, or sorry, 340. Yeah, $1.45. Bought it, sold it for $3.20. Sold the next one for $2.70 on that same candle. So just to show you the velocity of these 0 days with only a few minutes left. They were 8 seconds apart. Sold one for $3.20, the next one for $2.70, and then sold the next one for $3 on that same candle also. So scaled out at 3 of the 5 just on that first velocity candle, mostly because it hit the bottom there. Of course, I'm wanting it to break that and hit low of day and then keep going to 5 day way down here, but, or no, 5 days way down there now. But gotta be decisive on profits, especially after a red day. Still a bit of a gamble end of day, always. And then this, let's see, I sold one for 180 and then 155. So still made profit on the last 2. I didn't care to do a stop out. That was at 344 and 344. I sold the last 2. So I think my thought was on that. It was clearly building some more liquidity here and didn't break through, so it's still in a wedge. 344 is this candle. First candle to kind of make a new high and break that. So I thought it might be making another head, or it might just rally up to the top of the wedge. Did end up making another head and kind of rejecting that liquidity right there. So what I do? I actually got in more. It's easy to see in hindsight, but in the moment I'm like, well, I'll just do a little bit, do another one. 349. So I waited. I wasn't getting on the head. I waited till it went here. So last 30 minutes, especially last 10 minutes, it's kind of tricky because literally on the 10-minute mark, sometimes you'll have a huge candle one way or the other. And sometimes it goes that direction, or sometimes it's a big reversal. So holding through the 10 minutes is very sketchy. The fact that this had already made its structure before 10 minutes gave me a little more confidence, but it was much smaller size. So right here, after I grabbed this shoulder, I'd gotten, just got 3 of them. So $2.20 at 350, or sorry, 349. And then sold one at 350 for 230. Sold one at 350 for 250. Sold one at 353 for 250. So, yeah, sold one here, sold 2 there, and then 53. Sold another one. So a little move at the end of the day, a little lotto, but small account's tough. Man, it's like the big account. The problem is it's easy to overtrade, so you got to just be very careful with that. Small account, it's just basically one and done. And when it's that small, it's like you don't have any leg room, headroom, whatever you want to call it, leeway for many red trades. So that's what I got. Hopefully back at it tomorrow. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Eric's SPY day trading chart on the 30-minute. Link for his Discord's in the description. We got 5-day down here. It's just building liquidity up here, so might have a retest on 5-day to make an inverse head. Might come down and bounce off this yellow, which would also be a nice head, and then to come up and grab this shoulder that we built the last couple days. Could rally out of here and make a head up here and resist the top of this, because now we're tapering. We were in this stronger green channel here, tapered now to this yellow. So if anything, we come up here and it rejects here, might be a nice little spot for puts. Of course, in the smaller time frame, or waiting for it to break here when it grabs that shoulder. So kind of where I'm seeing we're at a longer time frame. Hopefully one of those plays out before the end of the week, just because we are kind of in a wedge and it doesn't just keep grinding here, because it very well could just grind here the rest of these days. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Thanks so much, guys. See you tomorrow. Peace out.